Alright, I'm doing the high pressure hose on a 2000 for the power steering on a 2008 Nissan Maxima. You can tell in here that it's very wet, and it's you know, been leaking. So this side is fairly easy with the pressure sensor to remove, but on the other side, on the rack, take the air bellows off, and you can see where it attaches in here. Let's see, you can see where it attaches to the rack down there. That one metal line right there. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. Oops. There we go. And all these little pieces have to come off. So this was going to give me a little access, hopefully, to get this out. So I'm going to see what I can do. Okay, so the valve covers were leaking, so on this we decided to do the valve covers as well. And I've got the intake off, and there are 5 bolts right across the manifold top, and there's none in the back, except for there's 2 right here off of this bracket. Okay, they're 12 millimeters, and after that the whole thing comes apart pretty easily once you undo the vacuum hoses that go there, and then of course the connections for the electrical harness. Okay, that's just like a support for that. And I didn't disconnect the wet lines. I just tilted it aside, so I didn't have to undo as much as I could have, I guess. But this should give me enough access to do the valve covers, and now we can do the power steering as well. Okay. All right, I got it off. This side, on this side where it hits the steering box, it was seized here, so I couldn't get it off. So I cut it and backed that out. And then that was a 14, and this one on this end, the big end, was a 24 millimeter. I'm going to reuse that bolt again because it's a banjo fitting, and put 2 new washers. Only thing is the kit, there's 2 new washers, see? So we should be 1 on each side. That should be fine. There's an O-ring for the pressure sensor, and there's an O-ring for the rack side. So let's get it back in. I just got to move over all the brackets. There's 2 of them. Make sure they go in the same place, and then we should be good, and we'll go back down. Okay. Hey, sorry I forgot to record, but replaced both gaskets. They were dried and cracked. The rear one, other than removing the intake, was not so bad, but this one, because of this wiring that's in the way, and without undoing it, it's very hard to slide that valve cover out. These valve covers are plastic, so they're very brittle. And the gaskets had a hard time staying in. I've also broken several of the vent hoses that I'm going to have to replace. But otherwise, it's all back together. The power steering hose is replaced. The valve covers are done. And that's it. So, good luck on your project. I really am sorry that I forgot to show you that when the valve covers were out. But sliding this one out in the front was way more difficult than the one in the back because of the wiring that actually is draped over the front of it. And even undoing some of it, you just don't have enough room. It's not a straight shot like it should be because of this wire here, the one that goes down to the bottom. I undid several of them just to get enough room, but there really is barely enough room to slide that out, and then you're fighting the gasket to have it stay in because it doesn't want to lock into this plastic as well. But other than that, it's done. Good luck in your project.